Hello friends, today I am going to post my next video on class 10th maths topic statement and proof of basic proportionality theorem. The shorthand notation of this theorem is BPT, basic proportionality theorem. First of all, I will let you know what this theorem states. So, statement of basic proportionality theorem. It states that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle intersecting the other two sides, then it divides the two sides in the same ratio. I will explain the statement of this theorem with the help of a diagram. Let there be a triangle ABC. I have drawn a line DE which is parallel to BC. So, from the theorem, as it is written that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle intersecting the other two sides, so DE is that line which is drawn parallel to BC side of the triangle, and DE is intersecting the other two sides of the triangle, that is AB and AC, at point D and E. So the given things are ABC is a triangle, DE is the line which is drawn parallel to BC and it intersects AB and AC at D and E. What we have to prove? That line divides the two sides in the same ratio. So DE divides AB and AC in the same ratio. So AD upon DB will be equal to AE upon EC, as we have to prove the line DE divides AB and AC in the same ratio. So D points divides the line AB in two parts, AD and DB, and E points divides the line AC in two parts, AE and EC. After explaining the statement of this theorem, I will start with its proof. This is the diagram which I have explained you earlier. I have stated you the given condition of this diagram, that is line DE is parallel to BC, and we have to prove that AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. Before going into the proof, we will do some constructions. Draw DM perpendicular to AC, EN perpendicular to AB, join BE and CD. So I will draw DM which is perpendicular to AC, EN which is perpendicular to AB, and I will join BE and CD. Now I will start with its proof. First I will know what is area of triangle ADE by taking AD as base. So area of triangle is half into base into height. I have stated you that AD will be treated as base. So in this triangle, when AD will be the base, EN will be its height. EN will be its height. I will find again the area of triangle ADE by taking AE as base, half into base into height. AE is taken as base. In this triangle, when AE is the base, the height will be DM. I will take it as equation 2. Now I will find area of triangle BDE by taking BD as base, half into base into height. Base, I have stated you earlier that it is BD. Now friends, in triangle BDE, in the interior of this triangle, there is no height. So what will be taken as height of the triangle BDE? This I will explain to you separately. But the explanation will not be a part of the proof. B, D, E. Now friends, triangle BDE is an obtuse angle triangle at point D. D is the obtuse angle of this triangle. So we know that an obtuse angle has a measure greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. So angle D will be greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. Okay. Let I draw a perpendicular EX in the interior of this triangle. So in triangle EDX, by angle sum property, angle EDX plus angle DXE plus angle DEX will be equal to 180. Now, angle EDX, this angle, is greater than 90. Angle DXE, this angle, is 90 degree. And we don't know the measure of angle DEX. But friends, only these two angles combine to give a sum of more than 180. So this is not following the angle sum property of the triangle. Thus, in an obtuse angle triangle, height cannot be drawn in the interior of the triangle. So where will be the height? In an obtuse angle triangle, the height of the triangle will be always in the exterior of the triangle. I have told you earlier that this explanation will not be a part of proof, so I will rub this. Now, I explained you that in an obtuse angle triangle, its height cannot be in its interior, it will always be at its exterior. So, BDE is an obtuse angle triangle, and we know that in an obtuse angle triangle, its height is always at its exterior. In triangle BDE, we will treat EN as the height because EN is perpendicular to AB and BD is a part of AB. Let it be equation 3. Now we'll find area of triangle CDE by taking CE as base. So area of triangle is half into base into height, and we have taken CE as base. CDE is an obtuse angle triangle, so its height will be at its exterior. So the height of this triangle will be DM because DM is perpendicular to AC and CE is a part of AC. This equation will be treated as equation 4. Now I will divide equation 1 by equation 3 and I will divide equation 2 by equation 4. So area of ADE upon area of BDE will be equal to half into AD into EN upon half into BD into EN. While dividing two equations, we divide left hand side of the equation first with the left hand side of the equation second, and the right hand side of the equation first with the right hand side of the equation second. Half and half will get cancelled, EN and EN will get cancelled. The remaining is area of ADE upon area of BDE is equal to AD upon BD. This we got by dividing equation number 1 by equation 3. Similarly, here we will write area of ADE upon area of CDE will be equal to half into base into height upon half into base into height. So left hand side by left hand side, right hand side by right hand side. Half and half will get cancelled, dm and dm will get cancelled. The remaining is area of ADE upon area of CDE will be equal to AE upon CE. So this is equation 5 and this is equation 6. Now we'll proceed further. So our last two equations were area of ADE upon area of BDE will be equal to AD upon BD, and area of ADE upon area of CDE will be equal to AE upon EC. This was equation 5 and this was equation 6. From class 9th, there was a theorem that two triangles lying on the same base and between same parallels are equal in area. So, area of BDE will be equal to area of CDE as they both lie on the same base DE and between same parallels DE parallel to DC. The theorem was two triangles lying on same base and between same parallels are equal in area. So you can see from the figure BDE and CDE both lie on the same base DE and they lie between the same parallels DE and BC. So the area of BDE will be equal to area of CDE. Using this, we will change equation 5 and 6. Equation 5 will become area of ADE upon area of CDE because BDE is equal to CDE, and the right hand side will be the same, AD by BD. This equation will remain the same, area of ADE upon area of CDE is equal to AE upon EC. I have changed BDE to CDE because area of BDE was equal to area of CDE, and I have treated equation 6 as same. From these two equations, the left hand side are equal, as you can see. So their right hand side will also be equal. So AD upon BD will be equal to AE upon EC, as left hand side of both equations are equal, so their right hand side will also be equal. Friends, at the start of the derivation I have stated you that we have to prove that AD upon BD will be equal to AE upon EC. Thus, by proving AD upon BD equal to AE upon EC, I have stated and proved basic proportionality theorem. So friends, I hope you have liked my video. See you soon with some interesting topics of class 9th and 10th physics, chemistry and maths. Thank you.